Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Crystal at In-House Crafter, and today I thought I would work on the autumn leaves. Between this one and the harvest basket, it just screams fall for me right now. I'm absolutely loving it and can't wait till I start filling this in. But today we're going to be working down here. I've already got my colors set. We got like two colors that I'm going to be working with. So you can see how it's blending together and everything. Bring you down. Yeah, we're going to be working with these symbols right here. Let me bring it up on the thing here. That might not be it. No, it is it right here. Yeah, we're going to be working on these right here. These half, I guess it's like half turquoise colors, and then we've got the red ones that are the same symbol as those, but just different color. So I figured why not, fill that in a little bit, see how that looks together. And the color I'm going to start with first is color 400, which is this one right here. It's kind of a, I don't know, dark brown, rustic, earthy looking color. But yeah. So, how is everybody doing today? I'm doing pretty good. It got quite hot today. Hotter than what I'm used to. So, we're having to run our air for the first time in a long time. We've been running window fans so we wouldn't have to run our heat pump to use for air conditioning. But tonight we're going to have to. It was like 77 in the house. And then we're slowly bringing it down. So, I'm hoping the house will cool off before bedtime. Y'all gonna have to bear with me. I do not have my stitching glasses on. So, I'm gonna have to pause the video if I can't find them right fast. Sorry about that, y'all. I had to pause the video. I had to find my glasses. I can't work without them. You wouldn't think that little old pair like these, little reading glasses, you gotta have for stitching. And believe it or not, I have prescription glasses that I paid for way up there, and I can't see the stitch with those to save my life. So, and I paid between $50 and $98 for them. And these little boogers right here, my little red ones, cost me only maybe between $12 and $14. And I can see the stitch with those babies. So I have to keep up with those. Alrighty then, got that one going. So what fall projects have y'all got going? It doesn't have to be, cross stitch or anything like that. It could be anything from crocheting to painting, just anything that you feel, inspired to do. And know I've got a scarf that I'm knitting, an infinite scarf, which by the way I gotta soon finish up so I can start the next one. I may do a Halloween version one next, who knows. I'm wanting to learn how to knit socks. I can't figure them out. The heel and everything. I mean, it's just totally confusing to me. I cannot figure it out. And I've watched so many videos on it too. It's just so much to keep up with. So, eventually I may end up learning it. But if I don't, that's okay. I'm the only one in my family that can crochet. So, my mother has a hard time crocheting, but yet she can knit real pretty stuff. And she can cross stitch too, just like me. Of course, that's where I learned how to cross stitch, was by her. She was the one that used to do it all the time, and I'd sit and watch her. And I was like, you know what, I want to try one. So she bought me my very first 11 count. So it's 11 or 14, I can't remember which one it was, and it was a small one. And I finished that bad boy when I was younger. I want to say I was like in the 5th grade, maybe 4th or 5th grade. And I have just fell in love with cross stitching since then. Of course, my mom's never cross-stitched on 28 count. She doesn't know how to do that one. It was a learning curve for me. I had never stitched on 28 before either. Till here about maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I learned how to do it, and then I had to explain it to my mom. She was like, no, that's a little too complicated. I'll stick with the others. So she says she may pick it up again and do it. Who knows? I think things are prettier cross-stitched on a 28 count. I'm all the time looking for projects that require a 28 count, especially if I have to do it out of just cross-stitch magazines or any other type. So, yep. I think I'm gonna switch over to that other color. Here is the other color, which is 919. It's almost similar to the one I was just working with. Very close to it. Well, let's see. We can start right here, I guess. See how that color goes with that. I'm so anxious to do some of the purples that's required in this one for the plums, just to see how it looks. May do that next time. The next stitch along, we'll stitch in purple. Oh, that didn't go through the way I wanted it to. hope it stays in there the right way. Oh, yeah, it's gonna work. I got some relaxing music in the background. Living in apartments, you know, you kind of hear everybody, so I wanted something to drown everybody out with. Of course, I got the windows shut tonight, so you're not hearing all the cars. Of course, it's been a busy day today. I mean, busy. I'm just now unwinding to settle down and has been able to do it because I had to do a lot of laundry today. I had to wash my curtains and everything. My cats like to get in the window, and something else likes to be dropped off in the window too. That is all their hair. So yeah, I had to wash the curtains and everything today. I couldn't take it much more. But as I'm debating whether or not to put the curtains back up. Well, yeah, I guess you can see the difference in color on this one compared to the other one. Yeah, it looks really nice. I like how this is starting to take shape and all the colors. I know later on tonight I'm going to work on my horse and sunflower one. I have a goal to get that one done at Thanksgiving or in the month of Thanksgiving or somewhere right in there. But with all these fall ones that I'm getting, oh my gosh. That's becoming harder and harder to keep that goal. So, yeah. So, we'll just have to see. Because I have a lot of winter ones that I want to do for winter. You know, I like stitching in the season types. Or close to it as possible, you know. So, I guess I'm gonna be playing it by ear. So we're almost done with this one. Oh, whoa, went down too far. But as you can see, this red's really filling in on this leaf. Well, I'm not sure if it's the leaf or just a foreground. No, it's a leaf. My bad. I'm guessing it's this right here that we're filling in, this little spot right here. And up around in there. Well, starting to look like it. This may be another good project that's worth the buy. I know I've bought several in the past that did not look like what I had purchased, and I was really upset with it. You know, you get a little discouraged. You see it and you get the product and you gotta open it up and you look at it and you're like, how does this supposed to look like that? You know, when you start working on it, and sometimes it looks like it and sometimes it don't. I've got like 2 of those right now. Online they look wonderful. They look like, you know, beautiful things, but when I got them, the colors didn't match what the picture looked like and everything. I mean, it's just so far, you know, so I quit working on them. I really did. Someone said that when you finish them and you hold and you stand back from them, when you hang them up, then it starts to, you know, take shape and look like it. But for me, I gotta be able to see it as I'm going, you know, in the colors and stuff like that. I can't just, you know, say, okay, it'll take shape here in a little bit, you know. It'll start looking like it soon. Nah. If I don't start seeing something that's looking like what it's supposed to be, you know, I start questioning whether or not is it supposed to look like that, or did I just get a lemon one that looks nothing like the picture. So I've gotten to where I'm kind of picky now. Which is okay. You know, people can be picky about their products now. What they buy. You know, stuff's expensive. Well, we are almost done with this color, and then we'll take a look, see how all of it looks, the way it's shaping. But so far, I think it's looking beautiful. Bring it down. Sometimes the needle don't want to bend the way I want it to go, so we just don't force it. When I went to thread the color on a needle for this one, I bent the needle, so I had to get out a whole new needle. It's mostly the needle threaders that bends these needles that come with these kits. They're not very strong needles. You can practically bend them yourself, and I have to keep in stock needles that I buy from the store because they're stronger, and I do mean stronger. Okay, is that a dot or square? Let me look at my paper right fast. Okay, that is yeah, okay. These colors symbols start to blend a little closer together when you're stitching, so kind of makes it a little harder to tell. That's why I'm glad these kits come with big, keys for you to read. I'm not too fond of the ones I have to take a picture on my phone and then blow them up. So well, get in that stitch. We are almost done with this color. Alrighty then. Well, everything looks good. Color's looking good on it. Even from back here. Looks really good in with it. You can see what's dark and what's not where we worked at. But yeah, I like it. Well, I appreciate y'all watching and stopping by my channel. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And please don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the bell to be notified of my next video. And when they come out, you can also find me on Instagram at In-House Crafter. The link is in my bio. And I also have my Etsy shop link in my bio here on YouTube for anybody that's interested in going and visiting my Etsy shop, where I have made homemade shuttle tatting and crochet earrings. If anyone's interested to purchase, please do so. Feel free to contact me if you have any questions. Well, until next time, happy stitching.